It's been like a year into this targeted individual bullshit. We're all targeted individuals here in America, the UK, Canada, pretty much all over the world. You can't escape it until you can. There's been plenty of lawsuits in the past few years and really past few decades, and it's only getting worse. I've learned some things, and I'm ordering some things. Shit's getting really real for me. It's been really real for me. I was uh, I was monitored since birth. Technology's been around since before the 70s. Before the 70s. Um, there's a reason why I've never been able to get rid of this acne that it seems to be sporadic and react well to things and then not. It's to confuse and drain funds. I'm sure I've even gone to dermatologists. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a fungal infection. Rose Gardner's disease is a term for it, but that's just what people have been calling it. It's linked with Morgellons disease as well, which has been linked with chemtrails. Didn't know anything about chemtrails, targeted individuals, gang stalking, remote neural monitoring, how they can literally take control of your body and turn you into a Manchurian candidate right now, like that. Subtly influence thoughts, urges, cravings. It's crazy. Technology is fascinating. I've enjoyed figuring it out, playing with the frequencies. I've had nonstop voice to skull harassment for this whole time for over a year now. But it makes sense why my father was adopted from one side of the family, auspicious uh, backgrounds there, and money and wealth and whatnot. And the other side, yeah, ancient, ancient blood. Grandfather could have been. He was one away. He could have been what the main person, uh, the who runs the Masonic lodge in a certain region. The 33rd degree Mason or whatever. I don't know. I didn't really study that too much. I've done nothing but research for a year. Synchronicity is something they've used to try and control, well, anyone who is, I don't know, experiencing synchronicity. It's a spiritual thing. I never thought I'd be spiritual. It's blowing my mind. But over a year in a roundabout way, it's all come together. And this fungal infection, they're hiding it, and right now they're befuddling my brain. That's why it's so hard for me. I'm very well spoken. I can articulate, enunciate, and with great specificity on a plethora of subjects. I have a wide vocabulary. They erase words from my mind. I have to fight through it. I have to learn how to talk sometimes. I have to say things in a different way. I have to put words together in a different way. But all targeted individuals seem to have this fungal disease, even if not diagnosed, or if not experiencing Morgellons, which I'm not. But I soon probably will be seeing particles coming out of my skin. I've ordered a whole slew of remedies documented by others and research of my own. I'm adding to that a gang stalker in Broad Ripple. As I was walking away, never cut your hair. Whatever you do, don't cut your hair, or something like that. Really loud. Do not cut your hair. I haven't cut it for a reason. I read a study that had been hidden from the public about Vietnam and Native Americans that they were training, and they were confused why Native Americans weren't sensing the enemies walking up on them in the staged experiments when they would either play dead and then react, or move and ambush. Native Americans have always been very connected to the earth. Intuition, danger sense, it goes deep. Bloodlines are bloodlines for a reason. That's why it's closely guarded. That's why my case is special. They're putting a mental wall up. But anyway, I've um, I've ordered a camcorder instead of a webcam to show y'all the ridiculous air traffic in Indianapolis, and I feel remiss that I do not have footage of some of the personal parades of aircraft just for me. Sounds crazy. It really does. But right when I got back from Electric Forest after working as a roving artist in production, like the highest status wristband you can have, unless you're Bass Nectar, with the Grand Artique, wonderful people. They were gang stalking me along with massive amounts, like maybe even 1,000 people involved as far as gang stalkers, coordinators, just for that festival. I've been working with, that was the third year working, and they were gang stalking me. Love those people. They dropped hints that later I came to benefit from. Out of my mind, not really out of my mind, but had to figure things out. I didn't even know about remote neural monitoring. Somehow I knew about other things. They're studying some uh, energy energy balance within each and every human. I guess what you would call the soul, which is ironic because the year before, like right after the second year I worked with Grand Artique, they made a movie with some friends and called Our God Machine. It's on YouTube. Look it up. I've only watched half of it. Maybe not even that. I'm sure there's subtle things dropped in, but it's probably cultural conditioning more than anything. Everyone works on this need to know basis, and I worked on a fuck you. If you're not going to work with me, then I'm going to have to figure things out on my own self. Because after I figured out what was going on, I was like, well, holy shit, psychotronic warfare. I didn't even know what that was. But after all the research, and I finally found my right mind and deprogrammed the programming, which they are currently working very hard on to reestablish. See, totally lost my train of thought. It's a train of thought for a reason. Freedom Train is what they originally tried to do. Try to get me to kill myself immediately or get locked up. I just persevered through willpower, making mistakes in the past that I grew from, humbled myself through life by making mistakes, hold myself accountable, but we've all been mind controlled. It is proven. It's already been proven. But with this spectrometer and documenting the change in complexion, mood, level of attention, as well as um, um, testing this to their as opposed to the new methods that they're using to subvert, because now it's become apparent. Apparently, it's what little research I know, it's the chemtrails and the GMOs, because recently a man has figured out how to make an anti nanoparticle bucket with filled with distilled water, some oils, and it's got I think it's a copper coil wrapped around. I haven't spent much time. I bookmarked it. I plan to use it and show everyone my results. You could literally see it coming out of his skin. Lots of targeted individuals who have won cases have YouTube channels and are still activists. And he's been interviewed. They are working really hard, and I'm forced into this. Even if I wasn't, I'm all about it, because almost a year into it, after being harassed about my past life, attacked, my emotions attacked, my medication doesn't even work. I felt my medication briefly today just so they could tease me and see how pissed off I got. It recently stopped, sort of stopped, inhumane, excruciating tooth pain. Excruciating. Luckily, New Age Project Monarch right here. I disassociate well when needed. I have strong willpower to do certain things like that, and I played outside my whole life. They programmed my older brother and my father to give me PTSD. I had almost 10 years of PTSD dreams before I had a dream that I don't think was a dream, and then never had PTSD dreams since. But I'm conditioned well. I rode bicycles and skateboards and played in the woods. I don't break easy. Dick Myth. I named it Dick Myth because it's a voice with a dick in his mouth. Um, they've been doing this thinking it's going to irritate me. It cracks me up, really. They asked me, well, how does that relate to it? Because they put that mental wall there. Well, how it relates, I was talking about the disassociation thing. But yeah, that excruciating tooth pain. Um, oh yeah, and if I dodge the beams, which reminds me, the new technology is spectral gas. Each human, we don't need nanoparticles anymore for the radiation, for the magnetic and electronic radiation, ionizing or non-ionizing, it doesn't matter. We don't need that, because each human, with um, gas, spectrosity. But we all have we all have a spectral gas signature. I learned this just earlier tonight or yesterday. It's fucking 5 in the morning. I'm only allowed to sleep when I guess I get run down so much, or they want to try and fucking sleep hypnosis me. Yeah, 11 or 12 or 13 years old in 7th grade was when I had my first sleep paralysis from Guess Who, MK Ultra version 2 point whatever. I tried it again after the Voice of School stuff. It was after Electric Forest, yeah. Did you all mean to wake me up at 4:44? No, because I was supposed to be sleep paralyzed and for a reason, and I woke up. That's right. Yeah. I threw y'all off me like a boss, like I did when I was in 7th grade. When I was in 7th grade, I was terrified. I woke up, you have heavy chest pain, you can't breathe. Feels like it anyway. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. I tried so hard to move, I willed my consciousness out of my body, lifted up, rotated, saw myself sleeping in the house I grew up in that bedroom, and started floating towards the door trying to find my mom, and then woke up. It was the only out of body experience I ever had, and it's pretty cool. I got up immediately, got on my computer and researched it. It's called demon sitting in the past. There's a reason for that. What's the reason? Oh, let's not go into that. But I fully expect some severe obstacles and ways for them to inhibit me from doing what I need to do for this planet and the future of the children here. If it was just me, I'd say fuck it. I'm tired. I don't believe in old souls or anything. I'm content to go back to oblivion. I read free from that, and then you can read. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Fun fact: apparently, he was one of his incarnations was Leonidas. Yeah, dude who died at the Hell's Gates. Just saying, fuck this. Like, no, yeah, gonna die. But, what? Fuck that. That's it. Wonderful story. Inspiring. It's a damn shame that my country is turned out to cause me to be ashamed of what we've become as far as our effect on the world and how we treat our citizens. And now I'm a part of it and I have knowledge of it and I have to have a conflicting conscious. Am I treasonous? Because no. Just sit for one rational second. No, this is not okay. Right now, if especially if you live near a major city or in a major city, especially in Indianapolis, you're getting hit with silent subliminals. In 2009, that digital TV switch happened for a reason. It was to free up the microwave, radio, infrared bands. Lies, lies, lies. Been lied to my whole life by parents, government, over it. So I'm going to be pinpointing where these radiations come from, which ones they are. I'm going to document them. I'm going to do my best to be active in the community and get hired for a job and actually be able to keep it. They're really good at their little network. It ain't so little anymore, and they're fighting amongst each other and they're testing on each other and they act like children, at least as a whole. I've met some fucking phenomenal gang stalkers. We've had a good time. Shared wisdoms and lifted each other up. It's been good. Sad that they have no idea what they're propagating. Well, hopefully I can change that. So, I figured it'd be a good idea to post this video in a few public places. Probably won't matter if anything does happen, but if it would ever come up later, at least that's some evidence there too. I've lost all friends that I had left. Family, can't really talk to them. my birthday, I told my stepfather I didn't think it was a good idea, but I agreed with him for my mother so she didn't feel bad. She didn't even know that some of the things she was saying were controlled by her psychiatrist. Oh, yeah, they just cut her off from him. Oh my God, that's illuminating. Yeah, the head of psychiatrics for Indianapolis, Dr. Wood, that was the man who destroyed my mother for over 20 years. And I was being gang stalked by the establishment, and my stepdad had to say a few things, and he was almost in tears, but I shut it down. I'm really good at that. I can be diplomatic. I mean, there's just no reason to treat humans that way. What can you say to that? It's a public place. But that shit's not okay. Not only is a targeted individual affected, it's their whole family, it's the whole planet, and all the animals and the plants and all the people, because our brains are more connected than they were than ever before with all this technology, with all the frequencies flying around. And we are all connected. No matter how deep you want to go there. If I'm hurting, you're hurting, because if it comes a time when my leg's broken and I need uh, someone to carry me and you're hurting and you can't, I mean, we're in a pickle, right? That's a horrible analogy. I can usually do way better than that, but it's time we spoke up for what's not even right, just what is a necessity. If we're not going to stop bombing and psychotronic warfaring and using these imaginary lines and money and fake money and resources to control people and hurt each other and then punish our children for getting in a little squabble. Oh, you pushed him over because he stole your toy? Well, you need to sit in timeout, and so do you. Motherfucker is talking to my brain. You need to sit in timeout. And that's how, I mean, that's just how I feel all across the board. So hopefully we can get this shit back on track. We're heading into a brave new world without bravery, and it's not the utopia with Soma that Huxley. Let it be so. Aho, amen, namaste, my friends. Don't believe everything you see. I'm looking at a mouse right now, a computer mouse. It could be not there all of a sudden, or by multiple ways. They reset your clocks. They move your numbers up and down if angel numbers are speaking to you, or if you think they are. If you're a Christian, they'll use God and Satan against you. Most importantly, though, division. That's it. So I had to do a brief reconnaissance with Psychotronics. It's I would say it's normal, but apparently they're picking up the pace. Oh, and that reminds me again. See, I need to start writing this shit down before I speak because when I start to speak, they just get me all jumbled. But it does the same thing when I write too. I can have a poem already written in my mind, and then it comes out, and I'm trying to put this here and here and here. They're good at what they do, but I let it happen for a reason. I analyze it, and then I crush it. Mm. Yeah, told you I'd crush it. Um, yeah, I volunteered after figuring out that I didn't have all the facts. That hey, maybe Russia and America might be a new Cold War arms race. Psychotronics. It's the land I would die for. This is the planet I'll die for. I tend to agree that Americans believe in you don't own land. I mean, we can own land without being wise and intelligent enough to realize this is all of our rock that we're spinning on. We got to work together. And that's what I don't understand. Politicians and international relations is a fucking joke to me. But yeah, I know, long-winded. Yeah, so I volunteered. That's right. I did volunteer when I was manic as fuck, not even knowing if reptilians existed. That reptilians were speaking English in my mind. Yeah, that fucking manic and mind controlled. Yeah, you tried it again. How'd that work for you? I just wanted to do the right thing, and then even after finding out all the, I know you always do this too. Even after finding out what was going on, I'm not a dissident. I'm a very good person. Way too many stories of being at the right place at the right time to return a cell phone left on a bench that normally would have been pocketed or something. It's ridiculous. They're agreeing with me in my mind. There's a reason for that. So, what that is, it's just audiogram sent by radio waves, microwaves, infrared beams. There's so many ways they can do it. They don't do the audible bouncing off the walls anymore because I learned I could use like brain waves to send them around. It's really fun. But yeah, it's totally inaudible. You hear it in your mind, but it's not a sound. Audiogram. Your brain acts as a receiver that come that uh screw you guys. Um, it interprets the message. It's it's the cipher for the code of the audiogram. Psychotronic, shut up. I begged him. I'm like, look, I get it. This is not my world. I'm not trying to start a revolution. I'm not trying to usurp anyone's power. All I want is keep this planet spinning. I know I'm not going to be comfortable. I'd rather shoulder this burden than have you attack someone like Stephanie. Shall I go into that? No. Will I? Yes. Yeah, that's fucking sad. Poor girl did not deserve that. I don't know. But no, you know, all I asked for was I'm like, you can't. give me like a day where my medication will work, or we can't come to some compromise like here or there, find a way to work together. Like I don't get a day off at all. I wasn't even asking for a paycheck. Fucking A. And they're just like, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I know you wanted to see how I reacted. And this is how it's this is where it's coming from. Well, since apparently people are too full of hubris, pride, and I guess having egg on their face for feeling emasculated or um, beat, um, having a 5'6" ex heroin addict who, yeah, came through that like a boss. Poor heroin users now have to have a fucking miracle to get off of it with your cravings and bullshit. And you set that shit up. Killed countless people that I used to know. Yeah, I cut ties with them for a fucking reason. Done everything I can to make this world a better place. Make recompense things that I've done that really aren't even that horrible compared to people I'm dealing with or things I've seen. I hold myself accountable, and I'm offering my life, my body, and my fucking very soul and spirit. Denied. And then, shortly after, it became that reaction they got. So they do this thing they do where they slowly try and tailor their program to where I won't notice. Like it fucking matters. Trying to find some other way to control me. I gave myself to them. They're saying giving myself to them is being 100% submissive to the point to where it's counterproductive to the goals they're trying to reach because so frustrating when you always end up doing whatever course of action I recommend is the best. And I give you options too. And it's usually at my discomfort and that's me. I've never asked for anything like that. Hubris and pride is right. Didn't want to do this at all. Did everything I could to avoid it. I love this country. I hate things about it. I hate how it's progressed. I hate its history. Now that I've learned it, I fucking love what it stands for. I'm embarrassed to still look at the flag and realization that it's just ain't what it is, and we're acting like it is. Even more egg on the face for Americans. Most of them don't even know. Yeah, psychotronics, and you're propagating it. And you act like it's all for a good cause. I've tested it. Reagan, you're controlling her. You tell people so many different things. So when this blows up, how many scenarios do you use on me? So I fully expect to be silenced. Don't know how it started working again. They've zapped this one. So I think that's all I plan on covering. Anything you want to say on the record while you've been butting in? Well, that's a rare thing. Almost complete silence. It's just gibberish. An inaudible level. If I hadn't been dealing with it for over a year, then there's no way I would have heard the gibberish. They get amazed when I know things. I get sad. Waste of waste of humanity. I don't know how humans can treat other humans so inhumane. Won't even asking them to stop. But if I disappear, if this video is taken down, whatever, if updates stop, I'm looking to do other social medias like Twitter, YouTube channels, and whatnot. But this will first be on the Facebook page. And yeah, if the updates stop, then that means my shit's been zapped, or I've been zapped, or something's happened, and yeah, hopefully that spurs someone to um, give it credit, or I don't know, hopefully it makes a difference.